أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم Surah Al-Qalam, ayah number 15. Yesterday I said that the only person who is cursed by name in the Qur'an is Abu Lahab. So a little bit clarification, I mean from this ummah, from the ummah of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Okay, otherwise Fir'aun, Qarun and Haman, they are cursed by name too, but they are not from this ummah. So Abu Lahab is the only person from the ummah of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam who is named cursed by name. Okay, here Walid ibn Mughira, but his name is not here. It's only a referral to him. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala say this continuation, that 9 bad characters Allah mentioned about this man, and don't obey him just because he has wealth and he has sons. Okay, banin, children, in reality it is son, but it's used for children. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala say, why Allah is so angry at him? Iza when tutla recited alayhi upon him ayatuna, our verses. Qala, he say, asatwiru, they are the tales, like the stories, al-awwalin, of the previous people. Okay, this is what he said about the Qur'an and about the Prophet ﷺ. He say, let's make him as a sahir, magician. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala say, sanasimuhu ala al-khurtum. Okay, Walid ibn Mughira, it come about him that his physical appearance was not very good. Okay, he had a long, big nose and that kind of. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, sanasimuhu, we will brand him, ala al-khurtumi, on his nose. Yani khurtum means snout, like a big nose, like the elephant and the pig, that kind of nose, which has the mouth also and protruding all the way, that is called khurtum. Okay, so snout in English. And sa means soon, and na mean we. Okay, simuhu, this is from wasmun, which means a mark. Okay, wal khaylil musawwamati, marked horses, which mean they are very high quality. Okay, from the same is inna fi dhalika la ayatil mutawassimin, and wasim, the name. So mark, which means wasim is so smart that when he can go to the bottom of the matter from the sign, he just look at somebody's face and he say, I think he's happy, I think he's upset. So that kind of smart person is called wasim. So here it is like a mark, like a brand. Okay, so we will brand him. We will put a mark on him. Ala, upon al-khurtum, on his big nose, which is a snout. Okay, so this story finished. The Walid ibn Mughira. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala say, remember, an ayah might be Makki, but some of the verses might be Madani, and vice versa, because revelation will be continued on several surah at the same time. Okay, like for example, there are 5 surahs which are under the revelation. They are being revealed. So suppose one paragraph come, the Prophet ﷺ will tell the writer that put this in this surah. Okay, put this in this surah, put this in this surah. It is not like one surah will 100% finish, then another surah will start. Like for example, this surah is revealed after the 5 verses of Al-Baqarah. Iqra. Iqra is not complete yet, but this surah started coming. Then Mufassirin say that these ayahs of this surah, they are Madani. The reason they say it, that when the atrocities of the Meccan people were so much, that they put them in the Shab Abi Talib, they put in the cave, and the little babies, they had no milk, no food. The newborn babies also for 2 years, and they were chewing the leaves. And Bani Hashim, even if they were non-Muslim, they used to smuggle and provide some kind of food item to these the Prophet ﷺ. For 2 years. They were like mahsur, okay, incarcerated. So then the Muslim, they went to Medina, In Medina was like much more authority, prosperity, freedom they were enjoying in Medina. At that time, the Prophet ﷺ, he cursed the people of Makkah when the Prophet was in Medina. And he said, Allahumma sinina ka sinina Yusuf. Allah, bring upon them drought like you brought on the people of Yusuf alayhi salam. That they have 7 years of drought and there was no food. So at that time, the people of Makkah, a drought came upon them that they had not a single bite of food. And they were so hungry and in miserable condition that they sent a delegation to Medina to the Prophet ﷺ, and they say, no matter how much differences we have, at least we have the blood relationship. So please make dua that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala remove this drought from us. So that thing came, that happened in the life of Medina of the Prophet ﷺ. Then the Prophet made dua and the drought was removed from them. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, look, inna balawnahum, indeed we tested them. Okay? Kama balawna, the way we tested ashab al-jannah, the companions of the Jannah, the garden. So Allah says, we tested with the drought the people of Makkah like the way we tested these ashabul Jannah, the people of the garden. Who are these people? They were in the time before the Prophet ﷺ, in the Christian religion. Okay? And they were like roughly their time was when the Isa alayhi salam was elevated to the sky. At that time in Yemen, in Sana'a, there was a person who had a garden. So he had a garden and he was very righteous, pious person. He will be very much generous to the poor people. So all the fruits which will be automatically drop on the ground, so he will tell the poor people, you take it. When he will harvest, then he will say, okay, this portion is for the poor people, this I will spend again on this farm, and then this he will bring a portion to his home. So, and anybody who come and he will say that, give me, he will never say no. And also he will fix a day of the harvesting, and on that day, all the people will be lined up, the poor people. So when he passed away, this good person, so his sons say, his children, they say, our father was not very smart, and he wasted all the produce of the garden on the poor people, and we're not going to give them because our needs are more. So they say that they know normally on this day we do the harvesting, so we will go in the night and we will take all the fruit of the garden. In the morning time, when the poor people come, we will say everything is finished, and next year we will see. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, what he did, he cleaned the whole garden in the night. So when you go, when they went there and they see, so it was like a runway, a barren land. There was no sign of the garden. So they say, Inna ladwalun, we must have lost our way. We came in another direction. They said, no, this is the same location. And the garden was not there. So then they repented, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave them the garden back. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is referring to the people of Makkah. Inna balawnahum, we put them in ibtila. Ibtila means test. Kama balawna, the way we tested ashab al-jannati, the companions of the garden. Is aqsamu, when they took an oath, okay, they swear, aqsama, la yasrimunnaha. Okay, swarmun mean when you pick the fruit of the garden. Or the farm is called swarmun in Arabic. Okay, so la yasrimunna. Look, this lam is for emphasis. And this nun mushaddad is for emphasis. And this ha is a pronoun which go toward the garden. Okay? So, la yasrimunnaha, we will definitely pick the fruit of this garden musbihin, early in the sabah, in the morning time. When they were saying this, wala yastasnoon. Yastasnoon is from istisna. Istisna means making an exception. Okay? So what does that istisna mean? Like, for example, you say, I will see you. I will talk to you at Jummah. So this is, you just said it, then you make an exception. Use exception as insha'Allah, if Allah wished. So this is the exception. So wala yastasnoon mean they didn't make istisna, which means they didn't say insha'Allah. And they say we will go and we will pick the fruit. فَطَوَافَ عَلَيْهَا. Tawafa, like circulating, okay, moving in a circle, tawaf, okay, where world, okay, world around, okay, when the fast wind go in a circle like this, world. Alayha, and that garden, Ta'ifun, okay, Ta'if mean the factor, the thing which go around, the ism fa'il, okay, so it will be saying like a whirler. Okay, I don't know if it's a word in English or not. Okay, so the circulator, the one who go in the circle will be Ta'if. Mir Rabbika, from your Lord, wahum, and they were na'imun, they were asleep. They say we will go in the morning, and the fast wind came and it went around the garden at the night time, and when they were asleep. فَأَصْبَحَتْ, so the garden turned, as I told you the other day. Asbaha. In reality, it was invented something which happened in the morning. Asbaha. Something which happened in the night time. Bata. Okay? And Zwalla. And Swara. Okay. So, Adha, at the time of Duha. All these are different, very rich in this. فَأَصْبَحَتْ, it turned kaswarim. So the same root word swarim, right? So a garden which is picked, that will be masroom. Okay? Swarim. Masroom. Okay? So this is the meaning of masroom. So which means فَأَصْبَحَتْ كَسْوَرِيم, the garden turned like picked one. That it was already harvested field. Okay, swarim. Okay, this should be enough. Okay, so Allah sanasimuhu alal khurtum. Okay, we will brand him on his snout. Inna nun mushaddad. Balaw wawlin. Waw with sukun before fatha. So say this waw. Balaw nahum. The same here. Balaw na. Nun mushaddad. Ashab al jannah. Okay. Aqsamu qalqala. You see, this waw is sukun. We should do wawlin here or no? Should we do a wawlin here? Waw sakin? No. Why? There is no fatha before. So suppose this was a fatha, how will you say? Maw. Okay? Now, in that case, you will say the waw. Now, we are not saying the waw. We are just giving power to this dhamma through this waw. Mu. You see? Okay. Noon mushaddad. You do gunna. Munnaha. Say. Do gunna. All of you say. Munnaha. And feel the vibration in your nose. Munnaha. Say. This is gunna. Okay? Musbihin. Wala yastasnoon. But alayha. Again, this is yaylin. Ya with sukun, and this is lean is only for two. Ya sakin and waw sakin, okay? Not for any other. Alayha. Okay? So, here will be idgham with gunna. It was ta'ifun. Fun, you see? So that noon will be merged in this meme. That's called idgham, merging, and accompanied by a gunna. So, ta'ifun. Okay? This is how you do. Instead of saying fun, look. Fa with a tanween will be what? Fun. You see? Fun. But, and then there is a meme here. So you merge these two. This is called idgham. So instead of saying fun me, how you say? Fum mir rabbika. This is called idgham ma'al gunna. Okay? Mir rabbika, noon sakin. So instead you should say min rabbika. This is called idgham without gunna. Mir rabbika, no gunna. وهم نائمون فأصبحت كالصوريم. Okay, swarim mean what? Harvested field, masroom. Asbahat, it turned. Naimun means sleeping. Tawafa mean whirled around. Okay, moving in the circle. Ta'if, the person or the factor or the wind which go in circle will be ta'if. Istisnoon is from istisna, making exception, which means saying inshallah. Layasrimunnaha, we will definitely pick the garden. Musbihin, in the time of morning. Aqsamu, there's this qasam, swear. Balawna is from ibtila, testing, companion of the garden. Okay?
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إذا تتلى عليه آياتنا قال أساطير الأولين سنسمه على الخرطوم إنا بلوناهم كما بلونا أصحاب الجنة إذ أقسموا ليصرمنها مصبحين ولا يستثنون فطاف عليها طائف من ربك وهم نائمون فأصبحت كالصريم.
وآخر دعوانا الحمد لله.